is the 7th best spiker in the lead, and she is getting ready for her last game in the preliminary round of the 2026 Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference. And so is Ginny Arroyo, who is trying to snap a losing streak with her team, the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. They are going to be facing each other for our second game today on the second to the last day of competition for our All-Filipino Conference. So both teams trying to enter the next round with a win. Let's see who will reign victorious today. It's going to be, I think, I'm predicting this is going to be a tight one because both teams are on a mission and both teams want the same thing. And that is what we have in store for all of you today. We're glad you're still with us. Chiki Roapuno with my partner, Panay Iconics Worker. Of course, we have Jana Ejido with us too. And I don't know what you guys think, but really, that's what I'm seeing. Who doesn't want to end this first round on a high note, right?
Well, I actually agree with what you said.
Yeah.
I'm expecting this match to be a tight one, especially that it's going to be all about power and grit. So we know that CHOCO MUCHO has a lot of firepower. They have a lot of options for that on their offense. But ZUS Coffee is also hungry and they want to bounce back. And so it all comes to who will stay composed, especially later during this match.
Of course, we're going to hear from Jana, who has some goods from the dugout later on. But first, Paneng, let's take a look at the standings.
Well, even though both of the teams actually has no chance in the Final Four race, but there's still a lot to play for. Momentum, confidence, and rhythm heading into the play-in tournament. While CHOCO MUCHO is coming in with a 3-5 win-loss card, but they're looking to bounce back after back-to-back losses. That's 5 sets against Farm Fresh Foxies and 4 sets against the high-speed hitters. While on the other side, the ZUS Coffee is trying to stop their 5-game skid. And that's why they want to get this win and they want to end that and get their second win because their first win was against Akari early on. So while the stakes may have shifted, the urgency definitely hasn't.
Of course, in this conference, you know, the good thing is nobody is out after the first round. Everybody gets a chance to get in. Of course, the top 4 having an easier time in the second round. But, you know, this is not going to be the last game for either team. And that is good news, particularly for the fans of CHOCO MUCHO and Kat Tolentino, who is in the pink of health. And I think everybody, whether you are a CHOCO MUCHO fan or not, you are just happy to see Kat Tolentino healthy once again with all of the many different concerns that she has gone through in the past. What a trooper. And really, just what a resilient player Kat Tolentino is.
But I agree also because she has stepped up big time this conference, playing some of her best volleyball so far after everything she's been through, ACL injuries and health challenges. So what we're seeing now from Kat Tolentino is not actually just production, but also her perseverance. Even in CHOCO MUCHO's recent losses, she still dropped a lot of points for that game, especially career high with 22 points against Farm Fresh and adding 15 points against PLDT. She's now scored double figures in 4 of their 5 games. So expect Tolentino to stay more composed and contribute a lot in the scoring department, and definitely she will be the go-to player for CHOCO MUCHO.
Well, Jana Ejido is the lucky one among the 3 of us because she actually had a tete-a-tete, an actual conversation with Kat. And I don't think it's lost on Kat that his whole health thing is now behind her.
Well, you summed it up perfectly. Like when I caught up with her a while ago, Katol really told me that she's just glad that she's healthy and it's manifesting in the many points she scored across these past games. Even Kat can't believe that she's in form. She's just really glad that she's in shape, she's healthy, and she's contributing. She tells me she just tries to give her 100% in each game, and of course she tries to stay positive despite the results. Now today, on the last game of the preliminary rounds for CHOCO MUCHO, I also spoke to CC Rondina, who's been providing such solid leadership also inside the court, and both Kat and CC share that the team acknowledge the inconsistencies in this tournament, but they try not to let those thoughts get through and just keeping focused and controlling what they can control moving forward.
Well, she comes in at number 4 in scoring. She's also the 3rd best server and the 4th in receive, so an all-around game, and we know that she is going to be challenging the blockers a lot. So tall order for the tall blockers on the side of ZUS. Let's get to it. The tallest in the league, I think, right now still, no? Thea Gagate, of course. We're talking about her 6'5", I think she is listed. But she has her work cut out for her because Cici Rondina and Kat Tolentino, of course, will be coming at her today.
Well, of course, also Thea Gagate is finding her rhythm for ZUS Coffee. She's coming off a conference best performance with 16 points and 6 blocks against Next Led, following it up with another solid outing after a couple of quieter games. But we know Thea Gagate, she's the first option in their offense, especially if they get this good first ball. And she produced a lot of score on the offense, but also she's a threat whenever she goes for the block because she ranks among the league's top blockers. So while ZUS Coffee struggled offensively, Gagate has been maximizing her chances together with her opposite, si Riza Nogales. So we're expecting for this game, maximize their middle attackers and we'll see more outputs from them.
Grabe yung dalawang yun. I mean, they are both in the top 10 in the blocking department. So, a lot of action at the net. But, over at ZUS, big things come also in small packages. And I think you spoke to one of them. I'm talking about Cez Robles, of course, Jana.
That's right, Chiki. Well, if we talked about Thea Gagate's prowess on the net defense, Cez Robles, she's been finding her groove naman, especially as one of the new Thunderbells here at the PVL All-Filipino Conference. And when I talked with Cez a while ago, as you've observed, she has not played in the first 6 games of the team's journey here in this conference. But in those first games that Cez didn't play, she told me she was already putting in the work, saying, noon pa, inaaral ko na yung sistema ni Coach Jerry. So when she finally got to be on the court as a Thunderbell and get that starting nod last week, it was pure joy for Cez. And she added how it's actually nothing to worry about on her end because she's well guided by her ates, her veteran ates in the ZUS Coffee Thunderbell. So if Cez is excited, then I guess so are we.
All right. Well, we're excited to see actually all of ZUS. We want to see them really put in a good performance on this last competition day for them also going into the second round. And of course, we already invited them on the Pilipinas live app and how you can get in on the action. And we will leave you now before we get started with the game. We want to listen in on what's the sitch? I love this. What's the sitch according to Chini Arroyo and to Liza Arroyo over on the ZUS side? Watch this.
Marunong siyang kumuha.
Ba't sa'yo maganda kuha niya sa akin ng pangit?
Not me. Aminado, not me. Hi, I'm Chini Arroyo.
Hi, I'm Eliza Eroa.
And this is...
What's the sitch? First question. Which teammate is most likely to lie about a referee's call? Ayusin mo, Chini!
Sino hula mo?
AC Minor.
No!
Ate niyo! Si AC
Oo, ba't si
kasi
AC?
maraming mga instances na during game natin na parang na-check niya yung bola, hindi siya amin. Tapos mali yung challenge ng kalaban. So, naliligtas siya.
Si Ate Job kasi kunwari di siya titingin eh. Ganun lang.
Tapos meron pa kay
Ganun na
AC.
siya.
Ganon. Tapos yung ganon niya, yung outside.
Eksena! Who from the team would you trust to receive a crucial serve? Not me.
Sige, sino hula mo?
Si Ate Job.
Mali! Si Ate Fiola!
Pero dalawa na out ako, si Ate Job or si Ate Fiola.
Yeah.
Sila naman talaga yung savior pagdating sa pasa.
Which teammate would you trust to take your IG photos? Wewe.
Hindi. Si Kate. Si Kate lang yung kumuha ng magandang picture sa akin nung tayo.
Aywan.
Oo.
Ba't sa'yo maganda kuha niya sa akin ng pangit?
Ay wala, frenemies ka eh. Si Wewe naman ang pangit ng kuha mo sa akin, sis. Who from the team would you call if you were having a bad day?
Chini, sino hula mo?
Si Kate Santiago.
Yes!
Diba? Parang magkaano yung mga bituka nila. Lagi silang magkasama kahit saan kami magpunta.
Si Kate, siya yung happiness ko.
Diba, ganun.
Chinili ka na. Tara na.
Well, I love the banter that we've been seeing from the ZUS Coffee Thunderbell. Such lovely connections on and off the court. And of course, here today on the last day of the preliminary rounds for both CHOCO MUCHO and the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, we also have our Pilipinas Live question of the game that is running down your streams tonight. We are asking which team will have the edge in blocking. Will it be the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans or the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells? Over on the Pilipinas Live app, and of course use the hashtag PVL 2026.
You know, I just realized we're also going to be watching Liza and Roa and Tang Ponce going at it, right? Two awesome liberos, and we will have that for you right after the break, so stay with us. Pretty soon we're going to have the start of hostilities here in the second to the last day of competition of your 2026 All-Filipino.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to match number 42 of the PVL All-Filipino Conference 2026. This match features the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans versus the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. And now let's meet our officials for this match. Our first referee, Patrick Castillo, National Referee. The second referee is Marlon Macabenta, National Referee. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans. Outside spiker from De La Salle University, number 2, team captain Des Chang. Center from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 3, Dina Wong. Middle blocker also from Ateneo, number 7, Mandy Madayag. Opposite hitter also from Ateneo, number 10, Kat Tolentino. Middle blocker from Arellano University, number 17, Lorraine Picaña. Outside spiker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 18, CC Rondina. Starting libero from Adamson University, number 16, Tang Ponce. The head coach for CHOCO MUCHO, Dante Alinsunurin Jr. And now the starters for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Center from the College of St. Benil, number 21, team captain, Chloe Mondoñedo. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 3, Thea Gagate. Opposite hitter from Central Philippine University, number 8, Jovelyn Gonzaga. Outside spiker from the National University, number 10, Chini Arroyo. Middle blocker from the University of the East, number 19, Riza Nogales. Outside spiker from NU, number 23, Cés Robles. Starting libero from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, number 16, Eliza Eroa. Head coach for ZUS Coffee is Jerry Yee, and coaching tonight in the interim is Rogelio Onyok Getigan. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is CHOCO MUCHO versus ZUS Coffee. This is the PVL,
Flying
the
Titans,
heart
Sumani
of
Madea will be
volleyball.
starting today. She didn't in the last game. It was Jaila Atienzas. So this is the first unit for CHOCO MUCHO for ZUS. Looks like
The
it will
first
be
serve of the
same
match to
starting
CHOCO MUCHO.
6 coming off the gates for them. And at the top of the coverage, we mentioned that both Riza Nogales and Thea Gagate, two of the top 10 blockers in the league. So this is going to be exciting to watch them try to get in the way of the likes of Cici Rondina, who we know the cherry bomb. She is always on offensive mode.
Well, not only Cici Rondina, but there's a lot of firepower options for the Flying Titans. They have Kat Tolentino as well, who is one of the leading scorers for their squad. But we know that ZUS Coffee will definitely use their strength in the blocking department to lessen the scoring output of these top scorers.
And Kat Tolentino getting started for CHOCO MUCHO. ZUS Coffee scores first, but Kat Tolentino will get the first point for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying.
Scores Kat Tolentino. She scored 15 points during their last game against the high-speed hitters.
Good first ball. And a little bit of a struggle early into this opening frame. Things is happening a little too quickly here for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells.
It was actually a mistimed slide attack for Nogales, but the blockings of the Flying Titans were expecting that one tipped.
That's a good first ball from Eroa. And that results in a quick point care of Chini Arroyo, who is also one of the go-to players here for ZUS.
Off the block hit. And she scored 5 points during their game against Nextled.
We've seen her in games with more output, and that is something that Chini Arroyo has to keep in mind today if they want to end with a W on this, their last game in the preliminary round. Tolentino scores again.
That was a good reverse set by Dina Wong, finding Kat Tolentino ready there on the opposite, finding the arms of the blockers, getting that point off the block.
Chini Arroyo again will try. Cici Rondina with a dig there. Cheng with a counter. Oh, that one missed but went over. Rondina from the back row. Robles was ready for that. We're seeing good defense from CHOCO MUCHO, also from ZUS in this sequence. Early rally, a long one. Arroyo, that would have been a good one, uncontested, but unfortunately for Chini Arroyo, it went wide.
That was parang sayang, no? Because that was a good combination play. Medyo na-late na yung blockers ng Flying Titans. But too much of an angle, it sailed out.
Yeah.
But credit to the defense of both squads. That was a long rally.
Maaga pa, no?
Ang haba na ng rallies natin.
And you know, that's something that we want to see more of from ZUS. You know, after the long rally, they still managed to stay in system and come up with a combination attacks. So that's something that should work well for them during this match.
Now serving for ZUS Coffee, Chini Arroyo.
1 point lead for CHOCO MUCHO. Nice serve. Cheng sends it over. That one is called outside by the lines judge. So ganun din. Medyo lumihis din for Des Cheng.
Medyo na late din yung approach doon ni Des. I think she hesitated when she got that first ball. And hindi na niya nakompleto yung approach niya for the open hit.
Ooh, labas. Tang Ponce knew it. Let it go.
Good read on that serve.
Serving for the Flying Titans, Kat Tolentino.
Kat now getting ready to serve. She had 22 points against Farm Fresh, 15 points against PLDT. Those are her last 2 games. But like we mentioned at the top of the coverage, another error here from ZUS. We said that both teams coming off or having suffered losing streaks, longer one. Of course, for ZUS, they, after that first win against Akari early in the conference, hindi na sila nakakuha ng panalo. So
they're really hungry to get the win, and though hindi na sila, or may hirapan sila makapasok sa Final Four because they need to move to the play-in tournament. But that's going to be a tough one. They just want to get the win and hopefully strengthen their position heading to that round.
Well, that's also another tough one there. Madi Madayag with her trademark slide attack. Spike at the set brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan. You know, one thing I want to point out for all of you CHOCO MUCHO fans, interesting switch in their uniforms. No? They have, they have that maroonish, the wine-colored top. They're not wearing it today. Pero tingnan mo yung kanilang mga warm-up jackets, kulay orange. Nakakapanibago, no, Paning?
I love that color, actually.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Ayan, sisilip nyo. Suot ni Coach Dante. So, just changing things up for the Flying Titans. The Ube girls na may halong konting, ano ba yan?
Pop of color.
Oo, pop of color. CHOCO MUCHO is ahead by 2 in our first technical timeout.
Up the elimination rounds right here in the PVL with the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans and the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. And at this point of the conference, lots of stories are coming to life for how CHOCO MUCHO welcomed a breed of new players. I got to ask Coach Dante a while ago, which player surprised him the most? And he can't help but mention Ea Laure. From her first touches to her injury midway and still finding her groove within the squad, Coach describes Ea a true leader on and off the court who is not only vocal but knows her role in providing support for her teammates. He adds how working with a player like Ea is ultimately refreshing and is truly a lovely surprise for the Flying Titans here in the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Shiki and Panang.
Thanks a lot, Jana. Not a few people will agree with you. I mean, Ea Laure just really lights up the court. I mean, it has been the case ever since her college days. And I think CHOCO MUCHO fans really happy to see her donning the purple and now orange uniform. Bagay ba? Bagay, ano?
Mukhang bagay, no? Well, what's the brand at the back? It's Queso Mucho.
Oo, bagay yung cheese-flavored snack nila. Kaya pala, no? Nakakagutom, ah.
Oo nga eh.
Eto, sabi nga natin, gutom sila pareho. Both ZUS Coffee, CHOCO MUCHO hungry for a win here on their last game of competition, the preliminaries.
But after that back-to-back errors, isa na lang lamang dito ng Flying Titans. Good first ball.
Here comes Cici, going cross court. Eroa Good defense there. Another try for Rondina. And Claw going to Chini Arroyo. Tang Ponce this time. Back row attack. Good pickup by our liberos. Working hard. Gonzaga. Ball right back to Choco Mucho. Cici hitting it off the hands, or is she?
No block
No
touch. It
block
sailed
touch.
out. She was trying to target that zone 1 even though she was facing cross court because Eroa was already waiting for that strong cross court hit from her. Too much of an angle, but sayang yun, no? Bukas yung zone 1.
Ooh, first ace of the day. And that is care of Cesc Robles.
Well targeted serve, and it was a loaded one. Take a look at that again. Biglang bumagsak yung bola niya, targeting Cici Rondina.
It was nice to hear from Jana about Cesc, no, and how she's really embraced her role and loves her relationship with her ates. Meantime, it's ZUS Coffee Choco Mucho now tied at 10 after that slide attack coming from Lorraine Becaña. Underhanded set to Cici. This time she got the better of Eroa. Nag-adjust si Cici, no? Para kasi naputo siya kanina ni Liza.
And you also saw na nag-adjust din yung pwesto ni Eroa on that defense. Earlier, talagang nakabantay silang dalawa ng defense ng super cross-court, but this time, she waited for that long cross-court angle.
Good stops we're seeing from Choco Mucho. Eroa always ready for Cici. And Thea Gagate getting started now with her rampage. That's Thea's first point.
Better connection between Gagate and Mondoñedo. Kasi kanina medyo nag-a-adjust pa sila. Wala tayong nakitang clean hits ni Thea. But this time, she was able to time that quick set well. Good serve.
Tang Ponce, the setter. And Cici liked that set from Tang.
I think she's more comfortable having a high set on the open kasi mas nata-timing niya na maayos. Nakikita niya yung pwesto ng blockers. She was able to squeeze that ball in the cross court for Rondina.
Nice combination attack, but well read by Choco Mucho. Gonzaga now, pumalo. Lumabas ang bola off the hands of Choco Mucho's blockers. And that's the first point for the Bionic Ilongga.
There will be a double substitution for the side of ZUS Coffee. Troncoso checking in and Chi Saet. So this will mean a full front row for the Thunderbells with Chi getting ready to do the serve.
Oh, a quick one. Becaña on a roll. That's her second. Or rather her, second in a row, but she has 4 altogether. Medyo hindi napantayan, hindi na-aral masyado itong si Lorraine Becaña. At siyang tumatabo ngayon.
But ang ganda din ng silip ni Dina Wong sa pwesto ng blockers. She saw na late yung middle block and she got that for Lorraine.
Saet with a stop. And she's playing setter now. Chini Arroyo will go. That's into the net. And Choco Mucho fans on their feet. This is now a 2-point lead for the Flying Titans.
And medyo mababa yung contact doon ni Troncoso. Straight to the net. 2 points advantage meron dito ang Flying Titans.
Ooh, that was inside. A floater that suddenly dropped.
That's right. Kala ni Eroa mag-outside, but you're right, na biglang bumagsak yung bola sa dulo ng court ng ZUS Coffee.
That's an ace. So they split 1 ace apiece. And Lorraine Becaña is dangerous today for ZUS from everywhere. At the serve on the court. And a little erratic. Chini Arroyo with a few unforced errors already. 16-12 is the count. Choco Mucho up by 4. So Choco Mucho now pulling away. This is the biggest lead we've seen. 4 points for the Flying Titans. It has been close. All set aloft until this point.
Well, it all starts with good serves by Pecaña. Nahihirapan makakuha ng magandang first ball dito ang ZUS Coffee. So this is something that the Flying Titans would want to capitalize.
Oh, that one really sailed out. So yung isa, drop ball. This one talagang lumabas. And good idea for Laisero to let it go.
Substitutions for ZUS Coffee.
Lorraine Pecaña already with 5 points. That includes a service ace. Lead is down to 3 after that service error though.
Fiola Ceballos now will serve for ZUS.
Coming off the bench, Ceballos. Oh, nice save. Good catch there by Risa Nogales. And Cheng wants to go deep, and she will get a check ball according to the lines judge. So lead back to 4 for Choco. Oh, there's going to be a challenge. This is going to be the first challenge of the day. And I think they're just gonna go with it.
There won't be any challenge for the Thunderbells, but Alina Bicar checking in.
With Dindin Manabat also on the other side, we see, I think Rachel Dakis was on the court. Yes, she is. Here comes Dakis. And she will get a point off the bench.
That's her first point of the match. Take a look at that. In between 2 blockers.
Again, one of the Ates here reunited with Jove Gonzaga here at ZUS Coffee. Chisa at the other veteran going to Dakis again. Back row attack. Oh! That one hits the hands of Thea Gagate, and Choco Mucho will get that point.
That was Rondina. Actually, she was targeting down the line, but Thea Gagate was there. Naabot niya yung bola, kaya hindi ganun kaganda yung talsik ng bola on their side. Nahirapan na makakuha ng defense doon ang Thunderbells. Good serve.
Oh! And that's Thea Gagate just using her height and might.
And good connection between her and Chisa. And you could see that talagang kahit umaatras si Chi, sinenyasan lang niya si Gagate na sundan lang siya at siset niya sa kanya yung bola, that quick hit.
Looking at her stat sheet, she registers at 6'2.5", but that still makes her the tallest on the court. Labas, no touch it seems, and Choco Mucho will not challenge. They're still up by 2. Good first ball. Bicar looking for Rondina. And this time, the block is good. Gonzaga knew exactly when to jump.
And these 2 players for the Thunderbells are one of the better blockers for their squad. Well timed there on the CC Rondina, but time out here.
Nahipo lang naman yung kay Madi. Dito lang try bola natin para mas yung middle, nag-read lang to. If ever na nagpunta, meron tayo dito. At meron ka rin dito. Ha? Okay? kailan pala tayo, ha? Dahil kanina tama-tama dapat tinulungan mo si Mandy kasi ipit na si Mandy rito. Dapat hinapol mo lang, ha? Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Sasab mo na, ha? Choco Mucho! Titan Break!
That last play there, Choco Mucho needing to call for a timeout kasi humabol na talaga ang ZUS.
Kanina lamang sila ng 4 na puntos pero ngayon isa na lang yung naalagaan nila. So they would want to cut the momentum or take the momentum away from ZUS Coffee.
And you know, can I just say, I think everybody thrilled to see Rachel Andakis on the court here. Whoa! Is that called outside?
It was
Yes,
outside.
it is. Yeah, and that's another break for ZUS Coffee. We're back at a deadlock here, 18 all. And again, going back to Rachel Andakis, who did not see action in that last game against Next Led. And that one got through that block. So Dylan Manabat also just coming in late in this first set, making an impact.
Oh, that was a nice target. Ang liit lang ng dadaanan ng bola on that side, but she was still able to target that zone 5.
Good first ball.
Good
Nice
defense.
pickup, yeah. Oh, smart. Look at job anticipating that one. That pancake save was worth it. And Ceballos also picking up that hit from Cici. Vicar going now to Banabat. Aroa with the cover.
Oh, nice dig.
Great defense on both sides. Oh, still alive. Oh, that was playable actually.
Hindi nila nakita saan dumaan yung bola after that check ball.
And these are the rallies that you appreciate. Great back and forth. And these points are getting harder and harder to earn. And Zeus now calls for timeout.
Good defense.
Nakasaang hand. Sa paano?
Sinashort.
Same block natin.
Pero nakahanap naman si Wala kayo.
Mamaya sa block.
I want to leave!
An interesting dynamic and interesting really demeanor of Zeus at that timeout. Walang ka-pressure, walang kakaba-kaba even if they're down by 2 at this crucial point of the set. Malapit-lapit na tayo sa 25.
As much as possible, maganda sana na hindi nila ma-feel yung pressure na yon because yun yung minsan magpapabagal pa or sa team nyo dahil ang dami nyo nang iniisip and then parang mas lalo kayo nagkaka-errors pag nape-pressure.
Dakis now from the right pin. Almost got away, but ooh, nice up by Ceballos playing fantastic defense. Mondina swings. Ball still good. Montañedo going to the left pin and rakes up Dakis. Dakis going right and left. And she has made a difference on the court at this very crucial time.
So that's right. Kanina pa nababantayan dito on the side si Gonzaga, but Dakis was ready for that open hit. Quality minutes from her, really delivering off the bench.
Tess Robles back on the court now. She's coming in at the serve. Just a 1-point lead for Choco Mucho. Manabat. Ball right back to Choco. Cici now. Just sending it over. Gonzaga going cross court. Vicar picked it up. Another long one for Cici. We've seen a couple of those already.
The score is tied at 20.
Medyo nahihirapan si Cici on that cross court.
And you know, as always, and also as expected by their opponents, Cici will get the bulk of the sets wherever she might be, even from back row. Manaba going down the line. So that's the difference when you're able to find other options. Usually, mas nagtatagumpay kasi lahat nakabantay kay Cici.
I think that's the goal of ZUS Coffee because they know that Cici is the leading scorer of their squad na talaga ang dami niya nabibigay na puntos. I mean, at least 20 points in the last 3 games for the Flying Titans. So looks like na dun nila fino-focus yung set plays nila and then yung serve. But that was a good change of setup for the Flying Titans, activating their opposite hitters as well.
There's a good reverse set, but a quick point here for Joe Gonzaga. And we're back at an even 21 apiece. It's still anybody's first set, despite that 4-point lead by Choco Mucho earlier. Floater serve from Gagate. That was a tough one. To get or not to get talaga. CC last minute, tama naman. Diba? If you're not sure, kunin mo na lang.
Yes. Parang when in doubt, just get.
Yeah.
Because of that service ace, timeout, Flying Titans.
Guys, every time naman, di ba, sabi na, may combination sila every time. Adjust kayo sa depensa. Usap lagi sa gagawin, ha? Pasok nyo. Itataas nyo yung kamay nyo. Sa daan tumawal, ha? One good pass lang tayo. Let's go.
And after that service ace from Tegagate, just from that replay, the slow-mo, nakita mo talaga yung galaw ng bola. It really just floated and unexpectedly, no? With CC Rondina, who ranks very high in as one of the top receivers here in the league, didn't know what to do with it.
Nice serve again. Catalino off the block hit. Good response after that timeout and instructions from Coach Dante.
Cici is the 4th best receiver in the league. She's also the 3rd best server, of course, number 4 scorer, all over the stats.
Oh, wow!
Ganda nung off-speed ni Jov na tumawid, ano? Just right across the net. Ang lapit lang sa net.
Take a look at that. Tumawid lang on top of the net. Very good angle and target there for Jov Gonzaga.
Grabe control ni Jov sa bola. Pecania, I think she is the answer. She is the key for Choco Mucho. Hindi pinaghandaan si Lorraine Pecania, and now she's doing damage. 6 points for Lorraine. Camolde in for the first time at the serve here for Choco Mucho. And Flo giving it to Ceballos. Ball right back, but Flo was able to lift it.
Tight set.
Ooh. Look at that. Everybody on the floor, but ball still is up in the air. Play continues here. ZUS on offense. Ceballos with a swing. Cici with a stop. Wow, that got through. Des Cheng just keeps going. It takes patience really to get a point between these two teams.
But grabe naman yung defense ng both squads. And take a look at that, CC Rondina. But of course, a finish from Des Cheng. Hindi na sumabay yung down-the-line block, but targeted the arms of the middle blocker.
Hiningal talaga, no, si Des Cheng. Kita mo.
Tara!
So, a little more urgency from Coach Onyo. Of course, the girls left to just gather amongst themselves also to try to pep each other up because Choco Mucho is first to set point. What a close first set, partner.
That's right. I mean, we're expecting this because this game is an important match for both squads. And of course, both of them wants to end on a high note. Lalo na patapos na tayo dito sa preliminary rounds.
Oh, Nisa Molde. She just came in actually. So that's tough for Choco Mucho. We're now even at 24, so it's a race to 26. Ilan deadlocks na ba dito? No? Dami-dami rin eh, no? Oh, 12 times. We had a tied game. Oh, that's good. Look at Tang Ponce. Rondina from back row. That was just a bump set. And CC Rondina manages to score, getting her team at set point once again.
Only one blocker in front of her, and she knows how to target those hands whenever she's in the back row.
Yan ang beach volleyball training. Kahit anong taas ng bola, Dina Wong just gave her a decent bump set and she managed. Set point, Choco. Cesc Robles. Rebound here. Dina Wong will go to Maddie Batayag. What a stop by Jov Gonzaga. Back row attack, Sabalio. Cici with the defense. Descheng again.
Ball is
still good. Woo! Good read there by Robles. Pero may pito.
There's a challenge, net fault. Ang bilis ng kamay ng mga coaches na to. Ang haba ng rally, ang bilis ng balikan ng bola, but they were able to find that net touch.
Before that ball got away from Tam Ponce, pumito na si up ref, no? So, this is not a put away by ZUS. They're going to call it on the net fault. Let's see what gives. Crucial challenge here.
Ang bilis ng balikan ng bola. Hindi natin napansin if there was indeed a block touch. But yan din binabantay ng mga coaches natin on the bench.
Kung hindi pumasok yung net fault challenge na yun, 25 all na naman tayo kasi nakawala yung palo ni, I think it was Cesc Robles going straight to Tam Ponce. And the ball getting away, but before that, challenge. And that's why the timing also of these video challenges is crucial. They're taking a little bit of time going back to which play. Risa Nogales going up at the net. Oh! Look clean to me, partner.
Let's take a look at that again.
Yeah, kasi gumalaw yung net, pero it wasn't because of Risa.
Parang iba pa. Could be the ball or earlier. But there was no net fault. Unsuccessful challenge by CHOCO MUCHO. We're tied at 25.
Ang mga suspetsa ko kanina, no, Paning, this is gonna be, you expect that this would be a close one. We're still at set 1. Robles again wanted to go long, but she misses the mark. So another chance at set point for CHOCO MUCHO. Might go also on the court now, or she came in for the serve. This could be it for CHOCO MUCHO. Or will we get yet another extension? Good first ball. Montañedo sending it to Robles. Ball back to CHOCO MUCHO. Slide attack, Maddie. Denied. Dina running for that one. And Thea Gagates picked up by Kat Tolentino. Cici again. Great read by Cesc. Some traffic on the ZUS side. Dina. Oh!
Still alive. Pancake save by Gonzaga.
So many of them already. So many saves by ZUS Coffee. Robles is sending it over. And everybody's defense working. Look at that pickup.
Ceballos with a dig.
Oh my gosh. And this is just a display of great defense from both sides. Gagate!
I think that was outside.
Called outside. Was there a touch? No, that it was a...
There was no block touch. The referees called it outside, but ZUS will challenge that last sequence. That was a very long rally with a lot of spectacular saves.
Absolutely. Yun yung talaga ang mapapasok sa highlight reel ay yung mga saves nila. Jov Gonzaga, if you, oh, that's out. That power tip by Thea Gagate missed the mark, and with that, CHOCO MUCHO will take set number 1, 27-25. So much excitement in that opening frame. Nakauna ang CHOCO MUCHO, but it was anybody's opening set until the end. And I think we're going to see more of that, partner, in the coming sets. We'll take a quick break, and we will recap that first set after these. those of you just joining the coverage, you missed a very exciting first set. Make sure you go back and watch this one. 27-25 is how it ended. But both teams actually had a chance at set point. That's how exciting it was. And like we said, Paneng, much of the highlight happened on the floor. The floor defense of both teams, really impressive.
I agree, and we saw a lot of long rallies na akala mo papatay na yung bola, but no. Both of these squads talaga, ang ganda ng defense nila, and parang bantay na bantay nila yung mga attackers from both squads. But I think what worked for the Flying Titans is yung kapit nila. Dahil may times na lumalamang sila as much as 4 points, nakahabol yung ZUS Coffee, but they stayed composed and stick to their game plan, and good response also after the guidance of Coach Dante giving specific instructions for the squad. And looking at the statistics, you could see the difference in the attack department.
Yeah.
Ang laki. Only 8 attack points for the Thunderbells compared to 16 of the Flying Titans. But CHOCO MUCHO was able to tally 2 kill blocks and 1 service ace. But see how many errors meron ang Titans. 14 errors for set 1 alone. So that's a lot because 8 yung errors ng ZUS Coffee. But still, but madami rin yun, pero masyadong madami yung 14 errors for that set.
Really interesting, no? Because ang lapit ng score, 27-25, ang layo ng disparity sa attack, 16-8, di ba? So, as we take a look at ito na nga, we're pitting Picaña against Gagate. So, medyo malapit yung kanilang mga scores, no? 6 for Picaña, 4 for Gagate. But going back to the stats, I think talagang dito mo nakikita yung ganda ng depensa ng ZUS na nababalik nila yung bola unexpectedly, nag-error tuloy din sa kabila. Kaya ang daming error ng ZUS, ng CHOCO MUCHO.
That's right also. And also yung mga service errors nila, mga receive errors. Malakas din kasi mag-serve and well-targeted itong Thunderbells.
And we are at the start of our second set, Letito. This is going to be a violation called against CHOCO MUCHO. I think Dina Wong was called for that. A lifting violation or overreaching ba?
I think it was Tang Ponce who did a overhand set. Nasa front row na siya and Dina sent the ball over.
Grabe yung bantay ni Jock Gonzaga doon. And of course, hindi mo naman matanggal kasi tinahabulin talaga yung bola. Look at that.
But saradong-sarado yung block na yon on the cross court. And they already know na yan yung angle and first option ni CC Rondina is to target that cross court. So that's a good adjustment for the blockers of ZUS.
And that went into the net. So Dina Wong trying to also explore other options, going for Kat Tolentino that time. And as we saw in the past games, really when the tandem of Kat Tolentino and CC Rondina, when that works, you know, a little bit of a load off for CC. But an ace, an early one for ZUS, and they have not allowed CHOCO MUCHO to get on the scoreboard.
A good start for ZUS Coffee. 4 points na. Hindi pa nakakuha ng puntos dito ang CHOCO MUCHO. And also different in the lineup because Rachel Dakis will start for their squad.
Tough serves from CHOCO. Second ace for Clo Mondoñedo. Or rather for Ces Robles. Sino bang nagsaserve?
Ces
Si
Robles.
Ces Robles.
Early timeout here for the Flying Titans because they are now down by 5 points.
Wala kayong magagawa. Kailang taasin nyo lang ngayon. Mag-design ka, alam mo medyo kargado, mag-design ka na alam mo medyo safe tayo sa player. Huwag ka mag-play ng hindi safe pagka ganyan mga kargado. Asa lang muna, tulak lang sa kita, wala. Tulak lang sa kita. Ha? Let's go.
Hey, CHOCO MUCHO! And then Bryce!
So these are points well earned by ZUS Coffee. At this point, with a 5-0 count, wala pa yung mga errors, save that error on the attack from Kat Tolentino. Let's turn it over now to Jana Ejido for her report.
With the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells still on the hunt for win number 2, the team's liberos Eliza and Aroa and Karen Verdaflor shared with me that it is quite tough to get the connection across and hammer the end game, sharing that sometimes pressure does get to them. And here in their last preliminary game, the liberos shared with me that they want to play with fun and a sense of composure. Now at the ZUS huddle after that opening set, Chiki and Penang, you could feel how badly they want to redeem themselves here in set 2. Job Gonzaga took the lead in rallying the team, saying okay lang tayo. Now with this 6-0 lead in this set, let's see what this set brings further. Chiki and Penang.
I believe you, Jan. I see a lot of teeth. So many smiles from the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Talaga nag-enjoy.
And especially ang ganda ng start ng second set nila. They started at 5-0. But after that error, I mean, lamang pa rin sila ng 5 points.
Ooh! Oh! Kala ko babalik pa. Bumalik pero umout. So 2 quick points for Choco Mucho. So this is what they need, a mini run right here.
Good timing on the block there. Nauna na si Kat by blocking that down the line angle for Rachel.
Ponce. Dina Wong choosing on Dina. It was the right choice. Taya Gagate was not quite step position yet there, or it was actually Gonzaga who hit it out.
So that's a good change of target for Cici Rondina because we saw a lot of kill blocks on her cross-court hit, but this time targeting down the line. And of course, take a look at that service ace by Dina Wong.
Oh, that floater from Dina Wong. That was tough.
ZUS Coffee called for a timeout. Let's listen in.
Adjust ka, guys. Forward ka na, forward ka na.
So right away, humabol ang Choco Mucho. Of course, we've got our sports content head, our boss, Miko Halili, your Tito Miko. Our boss here at Signal TV, and ever present here, enjoying the games. And he knows this is a big game for both Choco Mucho and ZUS Coffee. We're glad you're joining us. Chiki Roapuro here with Panengde, Konigswater, and Jana Ahido, a all-woman panel on Women's Month, Naksa. And in the meantime, Taya Gagate, already 3 points in this set alone, 7 total. So nag-adjust na siya because yung mga power tips niya, nagka-problema siya in the first set.
That's right. Medyo madami yung outside na power tips niya, but this time connecting well with Mondoñedo.
Catolentino going all out. Good block by Risa Nogales. Ball still good. Oh, hindi nahabol ni Dina Wong. And Choco Mucho now trails by 4. ZUS Coffee up in our first technical timeout. UAAP Season 88 Volleyball is in full swing. Watch the games every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday on the Filipinas Live app. Also available on the UAAP Varsity channel and One Sports, because legends start here. We got UAAP legends you're watching right here in the PVL. One-handed set by Dina Wong. We've got Choco Mucho looking to make up that 4-point deficit. Job Gonzaga hits it out, it seems. Yeah.
There was no block touch. Ang taas ng daan ng bola, but ZUS might challenge. Yes, they will.
We have a challenge from ZUS Coffee for block touch.
So it's actually a block touch challenge. This time, they pull out their challenge cards early in the set. frame. Hindi masyadong nagamit yung challenge until the latter part.
But ngayon, ang aga.
Oo. And again, for those of you who missed the action in the first set, it was such a great way to open this match. 27-25 was the final score with CHOCO MUCHO just eking out a win. Oh no, malayo.
Ang taas ng daan ng bola. So that means a successful challenge. Isa na lang ang challenge card dito ng ZUS Coffee.
Maldonado had to chase after that one. Daki is sending it over to Cici. There's Cheng trying to be tricky there. Cici from back row, just enough. Jov Gonzaga will go for the hit. Ang sipag naman talaga ni Jov with that save and the kill.
My goodness me, what a play. Take a look at that.
That's back at the set brought to you by Dunkin Pasalubong ng Bayan. Isn't it exciting to see Jov and Rachel and Dakis on the court together again?
Yes, medyo ang tagal natin inantay yun, diba? But this time, sabay sila. And of course, Jov Gonzaga, after that spectacular opposite hit, ang ganda ng connection nila ni Chloe.
And of course, we've been talking about Lorraine Pecaña, the silent but deadly operator here for CHOCO MUCHO. 2 blocks, 1 ace. And 4 attacks. Risa Nogales, and Risa Nogales also ranks in the top 10 in blocking, but she will get her second point from that setup.
Ang ganda ng check ball na yon ng blockers ng CHOCO MUCHO, but hindi ganun ka-okay yung coverage nila.
Back set to Tolentino. And she knew that she had the advantage against Cesc Robles.
Take a look at that reverse set by Dina Wong. That was a good one. She saw na si Nogales nandun na sa left side waiting for the open set, but still, Dina Wong was able to find Kat there on the opposite.
Ooh, this time, an offensive block. And that one just went right back to the ZUS court. Dina Wong, 2 in a row, ha? First, parang hindi na siya makapaniwala. Akin yun, ah. Kill block ko yun. After that spectacular reverse set that you're talking about, Paneng, no? And good adjustment there for Cesc Robles going over the blockers this time.
Dahil kanina, na-block daw siya. So ngayon, in-adjust naman niya. Taas ng set. And targeting down the line there.
Lead is still 3 for ZUS. Oh, wow. That looked good for Des Cheng. Just hitting the line right there, going cross court. And matagal-tagal na rin ang pagsasama nitong dalawa. Alam na ni, kabisado na ni Dina Wong
Kung ano yung set.
ni Des. And Cesc Robles getting a lot of touches as well.
Oh, good set.
Throw attack. Running attack outside. And yeah, Maddie Mandayag is looking for a check ball. I think she's going to get it. Look at
Yes.
CHOCO MUCHO.
There was a block touch. Isa lang doon si Cesc Robles, but she touched that ball.
And you know, this is really a good recognition of Dina Wong that there is a chance, there is an opportunity there with Cesc Robles playing blocker on the left pin, or their right pin.
And especially ngayon, dalawa lang yung frontline attackers ni Dina. So as much as possible, pinaghihiwalay niya yung play.
Oh. And so we needed Cici. She knows that she really needs to avoid the blockers here. Pag si Jov at saka si Thea Gagati naman come together for the double block, they usually are able to close in. Wow, Dina Wong is playing very controlled volleyball here, particularly the second set.
1-2 play. Ang ganda ng taas ng bola sa kanya, but she was able to target that drop ball behind the blockers.
Good serve. Gonzaga took care of that one. Gagate. Oh, quick reflexes for Choco. Good save by Dakis. And that one, cross court. Sharp cross there for Job Gonzaga. Dalawa na yun, ah.
Dalawa na. Kanina, soft touch lang yung first set, but this time, medyo may diin yung sharp cross court angle na yun.
That looked good. And lead back to 3 for ZUS. Hindi pa nila pinapabayan yung lamang nila. Humahabol ang Choco Mucho pero hindi sila nakakalamang. Good combination attack, but ZUS able to read it. And again, a good switch up there for Dina Wong. Looking for Kat Tolentino. 3 points already for Kat in this set. That's a total of 6 for Katol.
There's actually good ball distribution from Dina Wong. She already saw na nahihirapan na si Cici on the open. Medyo madami na yung errors niya on that side or kill blocks.
And Rachel Andakis is having the time of her life here on the court. Oh, parang walang nagbago.
It was a good set also by Mondoñedo. Sumabay yung blocker sa kanya kaya naman naiwanan yung down the line block for Dakis.
Picanya check this time by Nogales. And Kat Tolentino trying to play it smart. Dakis with a counter. And here comes Cici going out for the attack. Thea Gagate passes to Mondoñedo. Nogales to Wong. Broken play for Choco Mucho. Rondina doesn't mind. Back set Gonzaga. And she wanted to go down the line. She gets the check ball. And Jovelyn Gonzaga. Just total entertainment here for everybody. ZUS Coffee still up by 4 in the second technical timeout. Back here at the Phil Oil Center for the penultimate day of competition here at the 2026 Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference. And we are watching ZUS go up against Choco Mucho. ZUS only with 1 win so far in this conference, trying to improve their standings before heading into the play-ins. And they're doing a good job in the second set. Leads down to 3, but they have managed to keep the lead, ZUS Coffee.
And minsan nakakuha sila ng quick side out. Hindi na nila hinahayaan makakuha ng mini run yung Flying Titan. So we'll see what play they will go for this one.
Nogales ball right back. Broken play. Job Gonzaga. Oh, again. Veteran moves from Job Gonzaga. All kinds of offensive plays.
Parang free ball na lang yun, no? Sinet niya over, but miscommunication there on the side of the Flying Titans on who will get that middle area or defense.
Lakas ng radar ni Job. Alam na kaagad niya kung nasa yung butas bago pa niya makita. Nararamdaman na niya.
But good adjustments also, di ba? Na parang not all sets are good, but she knows how to adjust and she knows how to target.
Des Cheng is blocked. Dina Wong kept the ball in play. Power tip there by Kat Tolentino. Answered, and Dakis denied. Another chance for Rachel Andakis and Rad. Oh, that one goes over. And Choco Mucho. No, they're not going to challenge. I think Rad is pretty sure. Ano ang gusto ni Rachel Andakis? Black touch. Kita natin lumabas na, pero sino yung last touch? Yan ang tanong.
That's right. And talagang nakita mo the way Rachel talked to her coaches na parang she was sure na there was a block touch and the coaches were parang thinking if they should use it, especially na isa na lang yung naiiwan na card nila and mukhang wala nakapansin on their side if there was indeed a block touch. So let's take a look.
Aga kasi nag-challenge eh. Whoop. Wala. Wala, ano?
Oo, mataas ang lahat ng bola.
So wala na sila.
No more challenges.
Yeah, no more. 0-2 there for ZUS.
Good first ball. Chisaet is now playing setter again. In place of Mondoniedo and Kat Tolentino contributing her 7th point.
So far, Kat Tolentino is unstoppable on that opposite position. So they would want to capitalize on her, especially na they're down by 2 points and lamang sila ng 1 set. But of course, they're playing catch-up since the start of this second set. Good serve.
But good first ball there from Eroa. Look at Eroa with all of her saves. Oh, look at Des Cheng. Perfect timing going up one-on-one against Rachel Andakis.
Ang ganda ng blockings dito ng Flying Titans. Bantayan down the line there. 1 point na lang, lamang ng ZUS.
Lorraine Peccadio already had a couple of aces or 1 ace today. Oh, Bawe. And this is the first point, actually the first set for Chai Trocoso, who is coming in late in the second set.
Needed point for ZUS Coffee. Fiola Ceballos checking in for Rachel Dakis. She will do the serve and sweep for their squad. Kanina, no, first set, ang ganda ng defense ni Fiola Ceballos.
Valentino again going up and getting it off the hands of Tess Robles. So clearly there's a mismatch there, if you will. Valentino definitely with a height advantage, and she knows how to work that and use the hands of her blocker. And oh, look now, it is Choco Mucho just 1 point behind at this crucial time of the game. Parang dito rin nangyari yung iwanan ng first set.
Drop balls.
Smart, but Dindin Manabat is on to that play. Cheng, great timing. Eroa diving for that ball again. Chai Trocoso going.
Oh!
Yeah, looking for the corner, but she knew that it was a mishit for her.
But ang ganda nung reverse set na yun ni Chisa. She was running towards the left side. Malapit siya sa open hitter, but that reverse set, hindi ready si Troncoso. We're tied at 18. Time out here by ZUS Coffee. Look at that reverse.
Tara. Over tayo, ha?
This is a 5-1 run of the Flying Titans. So since the start of this set, sila talaga yung umahabol sa lamang ng ZUS Coffee. But now we are tied at 18 at the latter part of this second set.
Ooh, Lisa Nogales just manages to get to that ball.
But medyo malayo sa kanya yung set. But nagawan pa niya ng paraan yun.
3 points for Lisa Nogales. So far, Gagate is on top of the scoring sheet here for ZUS. She's got 8 points. Gonzaga following with 7. Nogales with 4. And Dindin Manabat, again, ending it off the hands, and she's contributed 3 points. Better score distribution here. Point distribution for Choco Mucho. Tolentino leads with 8 points. Pecanya with 7. Cici with 6. So in this particular matchup, Cici not lording it over with the points. A good spread. Wow!
Wow, what defense also.
Yeah. And that one off the hands. So, Chini Arroyo given a second chance to score there.
Ganda ng balik ng set na yon ng Eroa. But Chini Arroyo targeting down the line.
You gotta credit Liza Arroyo for giving so many second chances for ZUS. Good transitions also for them. They're able to capitalize. Oh! Arroyo was there, but the ball sails out. Manabat, 2 points in a row.
Take a look at that, targeting down the line. You can't leave that down the line open for Manabat. Ang ganda rin ang target niya yun.
And we're now tied at 20 apiece. Will Choco Mucho take over? Nahahabol yung mga power tips ni Thea. Gonzaga again, trying to just place the ball. Rondina stopped by Ceballos, but somebody was at the net, it seems.
That was.
Yeah, that's the call of our down rep, Marlon Macabenta.
Let's see.
Ay, oo. Right in front of our down rep. Choco Mucho takes over the lead now. This is very similar to set 1, if you remember, Paneng, ano?
Naghahabulan sila dito, lalo na pagpatapos na yung set.
Manabat again will get a chance to score. Arroyo with a swing, and she manages to get it.
Parang dumaan pa yun sa ibabaw ng net, but hindi na nakapwesto doon yung defense ng Flying Titans. Take a look at that. Arroyo avoiding the blockers of Choco Mucho.
And you know, Chini Arroyo just being very creative. Hindi na kailangan bumaon yung bola, basta pumasok, di ba? As long as you get the point. Chini Arroyo has 3 points so far. Good first ball from Des Cheng. Manabat is getting a lot of chances here. That one got away from Dindin Manabat.
Yeah, it was outside. Sayang. She also tried to avoid the cross-court block, but too much of an angle. Cloan did the right thing na hinayaan na lang niya yung bola. Hindi na siya dumipensa doon dahil nabasa niya mag-outside.
Well, we've seen some aces, 3 in fact, from Cesc Robles. Again, Manabat given a chance to score. And that's the kind of trust they have in Dindin, Santiago Manabat.
Targeting on top of the blockers. Ang balik na naman uli dito sa loob ng court si Dino Wong and Tolentino. So this is a strong front row for the Flying Titans.
And Gonzaga, Des Cheng has been fantastic being able to get those ups, but that one a little too close to the net. But you gotta hand it to Des Cheng really for her court sense. She knows where to be. Mga malalalim, nakuha pa niya.
Kahit ang lalakas ng bola na dumarating sa cross-court, but Des Cheng knows how to read those ball really well.
Fortunately for ZUS Coffee, that one hit the net. Oh, floater. Rondina denied there by Risa Nogales. And ZUS Coffee finds themselves in set point. They have 2 chances to get it and a quick timeout for Choco Mucho.
Hindi mo saan si Lorraine pagkaganoon. Importante pagka nakita yung defense, dapat itaas nyo lang eh. Pagkalakarin kayo sa katawan nyo, hindi nyo may ibigay sa terserya, itaas nyo lang sa gitna. Pagkagaling sa palo, ha? Okay? Pasa lang muna tayo, sitwasyon lang tayo, ha? Kailangan lang tayo makapasa dito. Okay? May option dito, may option dito, may option dito yan eh. Kailangan mapasa lang muna dito, ha? God, let's go, let's go!
One more time in that last play. Filipina denied there by Nogales. And she will get the 4th point on that skill block. Time one for ZUS, setting her team up for 2 set points. Floater serves from Thea Gagate. She already scored from the service line earlier. Tough serves. Dina Wong manages. Broken play. Ceballos. And Dina Wong with the defense. Good coverage, both sides. Tolentino stopped by Robles. Oh, on the second hit. Almost. That came totally unexpected by CHOCO MUCHO, and that's a good way to end this second set. One more time on that set-winning attack here. 1-2, unexpected by Jo Gonzaga. Such a better run. And that set ends 25-22. Gusto nyo pa? We're not stopping at 3. We're going to at least 4 sets here, and we'll be back to recap set number 2 after this break. And we're now at 1 set apiece. We are tied here between CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans and the ZUS Thunderbells, both looking to end the preliminary round with a W. Let's take a look at the highlights from the second set.
Well, we're expecting this match to be a long one, but now 1-1 na lang itong both squads after ZUS Coffee winning that second set. And they actually had a very good start for that second set, 6-0. Yeah. But humabol dito ang Flying Titans, but parang it was too late for them dahil humabol sila ng latter part, but the momentum is on the side of ZUS Coffee, and hindi na nila pinakawalan yon, especially nung latter part na talagang nagsunod-sunod na yung magandang laro dito ng Thunderbells. And early on in the first set, 8 attack points lang meron sila, but this time 16 attack points na nalamangan nila doon ang Flying Titans with 12 attack points. Pareho lang 3 kill block, but 2 service aces for ZUS and less errors for them. 6 errors only, but 4 for the Flying Titans. But still, you know, that was a good game. We saw a lot of long rallies and also a lot of change in the lineup. Ang daming double substitution, even Rachel Dackett starting for ZUS.
Right. Much cleaner game for both. And alam mo, nakakatuwa dito, all of the CHOCO MUCHO fans just having so much fun. I don't know, Yung mga bago ba dito sa Choco Mucho, sanay na ba sila dito sa ganitong klaseng support?
Well, from my dugout conversations, definitely so, Chiki and Paneng. You know, when today I'm making the theme last day of the preliminaries, and a lot of the words that I got from my dugout conversations were really all about improvement, connection, development. And when I spoke with Coach Dante, he really can't ignore the player haul that they had and how Alina Bicar and Jaya Tienza have really stepped up in making the effort to gel well with the team, and they continue to do so. You know, he admits that it takes a lot of getting used to for them with the ups and downs of their plot line in the All-Filipino conference so far, but you love seeing the developments just unfold right before you.
Well, everybody's excited that this is actually going to be at least a 4-set game because we want to see more action between these two teams. Wala namang pasok bukas eh. Di ba? Holiday naman.
Holiday pala
Oo, so
bukas.
masaya lahat. Because this is definitely the matchup that we expected, the kind of game that we were anticipating because of the circumstances. Both teams want to win. Last game of the preliminaries for both. And everybody just really bringing their game today. Nakikita mo naman, there's a lot of fun. We're seeing both teams really enjoying their time on the court. And really for particularly yung mga matagal ng mga volleyball fans, nakakatuwa makita yung mga old-timers, the favorites, Rachel Andakis and Jov Gonzaga playing together on the court. And it's also such a joy to see Kat Tolentino just in the pink or purple if you want, pero talagang really at the peak of her health, and she scores first for Choco Mucho.
So far, Kat Tolentino is unstoppable since the start of this game. We're seeing a lot of numbers from her.
Ooh!
That was a strong hit. I think that was the first time for this game for Thea Gagate, and finally a better connection between her and Mondoñedo. Dahil nung first set, medyo talaga nagkakapahan sila, nag-a-adjust pa sila kung anong type of set ang okay dito for Thea. But I think third set, ito na. Alam na nila kung paano gagawin on the quick hits.
Cici Rondina. Cici has been able to share in the load here with her teammates. She is not the top scorer yet. Pero we say yet because we know naman how Cici just keeps coming. Long rally alert again early in this third set. Oh, that time it's outside, no touch, says the lines judge. So ZUS will get the point.
So it's just a 1-point advantage so far. We just started this third set.
Gagate's game started a little bit slow, but she's picked up, and now she is registering a lot of kills and even good serves. Troncoso picked up by Des Cheng. She has been magnificent there as a sweeper. And soft touch from Jov. Back row attack, Des. Oh, that was the right choice. Unexpected by ZUS.
And a good decision by Wong, setting up Des Cheng for the pipe attack dahil wala pa sa pwesto yung mga frontline hitters niya. Medyo nagkaipitan doon si Kat Tolentino. And yung middle attacker nila, hindi nakapwesto ng maayos, Lorraine Pecania.
That's an ace! Choco Mucho. Good effort here by ZUS Coffee to keep the ball in play. Couldn't do it though. And we talked about Cici and how we know she will be scoring much more in this third set. So far, Cici Rondina with 7 points. Not the usual numbers. Oh, quick point there. Care of Jov Gonzaga again, who is first to get the double digits in the entire field here.
Nice set on the reverse. Nakita ni Mondoñedo na nakadikit na si Pecania sa open hitter nila.
One-handed set again. Gonzaga giving the ball to Mondoñedo. Pasok! Risa Nogales with 5 points. She's able to rack up points very quickly, Risa Nogales. 4 points in that second set. But Jov Gonzaga is, wow, beast mode for Jov. Ano ba naman yung serve na yon?
I was like, Saan yung target doon, Job? But that was a very good... Ang hirap nun, ha?
And mukhang she intended it kasi doon talaga siya nakaturo eh.
And ang taas ng bola, ang bagal ng dating on the side of the Flying Titans. But it was still a service ace.
Again, that one-handed set for Dina Wong. It's because the ball is close to the net, but lucky for Choco Mucho, there was a violation on the ZUS side.
And touch. Huli yun na ating second referee.
Lorraine Pacanya also with a big game today. She's got 7 so far. Running attack, Nogales. That one comes right back. And that's a quick point for Choco. We're tied at 5.
Missed time na the slide attack for Nogales.
Good serve. Lorraine Pecanya will get another ace.
And ang ganda ng serves niya. Nag-iiba-iba siya ng target, but consistent yung float. Targeting long ball, biglang bumababa yung bola.
Kapag nakaka-shank si Eroa, that means mahirap talaga yung serve. Oh, some traffic here on the Choco Mucho side. And that was well managed. Ooh, but the ball right back. And I think that's the idea for ZUS. Pag nagkakagulo, ibalik nyo agad.
Quick hit agad. And it was a good one actually dahil nag-scramble pa nga sa pwesto yung Flying Titans and the block.
6
points for Nogales already, and Chai Troncoso getting ready to serve now. Oh, nice read by Nogales there. And now Des Cheng with a chance attack, and really risky for Dina Wong to go all the way to the left pin, but that was the right call.
It was a high set as well. Ang layo ng dating ng bola, but still a good set. And Des Cheng targeting that in between the blockers.
And now it's Robles going up there. Oh, there's a call. That looks like it's against Choco Mucho. A down ref pointing at Maddie Madayag. I think it's a net fault. Okay, there is a net fault called against Maddie Madayag, and they're challenging that call. Maddie seems to think that she cleared the net there.
Dalawa sila na Dina Wong on that side. Pero pareho sila ng reactions. Sino yung na-net? Hindi nila alam kung sino yung naka-net fault doon.
Pero ikaw na magpatunay, Paneng. Sometimes noon, nangyayari na hindi mo talaga naramdaman, pero nagka-net.
Lalo na pag ang bilis ng dating ng bola or minsan yung bola yung tumama sa net. So, hindi mo rin talaga mararamdaman.
Well, let's see. So, the net fault takes a little bit more time kasi hinahanap nila yung video. Ito na. So, okay, well, we see the net moving like that. So our down ref mistook the movement of the net to be a net fault, but you know, both Dina and Maddie stood pat on their opinion na wala talaga, walang net violation. Good challenge for Choco Mucho.
So the point will be replayed. 7 serving 6.
Nogales again using her height. And that is clearly the advantage of ZUS Coffee. They have the taller players. Although on the Choco Mucho side, there's also Dindin, Manabat, and Catolentino. Running attack, Madayag against Ces Robles.
And there, the slide attack worked, giving them a 1-point advantage. We are at first technical timeout, 8-7.
You're still watching the PVL All-Filipino Conference. We are one set apiece between the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans and the ZUS Copy Thunderbells, where CHOCO MUCHO is up by 1. And one of their go-tos in this game and in the games before has been Kat Tolentino. And it is my pleasure to share to you some of our conversations a while ago. Now with CHOCO MUCHO's spot in the standings right now, Kat admits it's honestly not where we want it to be, but it's better for us to figure these mistakes out at the start. She adds that she's been thinking about the play-ins already, Chiki and Panang, saying the play-ins are already in the back of my mind. Now with Kat's team up by 1 here, let's see how set 3 turns out for the Flying Titans. Chiki and Panang.
Thanks a lot, Jana, and we welcome back all of you who are joining us for this second game, the last of our doubleheader today. And we are not disappointed by what we're seeing. What we expected was a tight one. Look at this third set so far. Only a 2-point advantage at spike of the set of CC Rodina, brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan.
And that time, nakalusot yung cross-court angle na yon ni Cici. Wow, one-handed saves.
Labas! What an effort by ZUS. Konti na lang, they sent it over. Just went a little outside, but you appreciate the effort. Look at this.
That was John Gonzaga with a one-handed dig and Teja Gagata with the support. But yun lang, masyadong lumakas yung pag-over ng bola.
Pero grabe si Jovelyn Gonzaga, and really, she is on beast mode today. Just her offense and defense, spectacular. Aroa also setting up a lot of these plays. A lot of second chances for ZUS. Back row attack. Aroa, perfect pass. Kagate denied. Oh, that's outside. Matagalan talaga, no?
Yung mga rallies.
Matibay.
But at least, you know, ang ganda ng floor defense ng both squads. And ang daming mga kill blocks, check balls, but the coverage sobrang tight. But because of this, timeout, ZUS Coffee.
Killer instinct, ha?
Four-point lead now for CHOCO MUCHO. That's the timeout needed by ZUS Coffee. They actually were able to taste a lead earlier, talking about ZUS, but you know, these 4-point leads, hindi tumatagal. Malalapit yung mga laban dito. Ayun na. Oh, buhay pa. Outside set to Robles, and she is able to get a hit out. Another point for ZUS, lead down to 3.
Well, to your point kanina, no, dahil no second set, as much as 6 points lamang yung ZUS Coffee, pero nakadikit yung CHOCO MUCHO. But this time naman, 3 lang lamang ng CHOCO MUCHO. Let's see kung madadamihan pa nila yun. But, that slide attack, open block for Madi Madayag.
And that is one of those plays that the CHOCO MUCHO fans look for in every game. Yung killer slide attack ni Madi. Pwede nang ipatent yan. Good job sending it to Des Cheng. May tawag na naman. I think this is a 4 touch is called.
I think the drop ball didn't go over.
So lead back to 3 or down to 3 for CHOCO MUCHO. Cesc Robles also doing her job here for ZUS Coffee. Ooh, combination attack. Nobody there to challenge. And CC Rondina not even in double digits yet.
But the good combination play dahil nababantayan si Cici sa open hit. So as much as possible, pinapaikot siya ni Dina Wong para na maiba yung pwesto ng blocking ng ZUS.
And pasok yun para kay Chai Troncoso. So we are back now with a 3-point lead. Hindi talaga lumalayo masyado. But Chai managing to find zone 6 there.
Nice reverse.
Oh, bantay. But Tolentino manages to lift that ball back up. Claw. Back set. Good D by Des Cheng. Oh, yan na naman. Buhay pa rin.
Chance ball for ZUS.
And now to Troncoso again. Great reflex action on both sides. Wow. Job Gonzaga. You know, everybody just kind of holds their breath when the ball goes to Job. Pero nahuli this time.
Hindi siya naka-atras ng maayos, talking about Job Gonzaga after that opposite hit.
Balik sa apat ang kalamangan ng Choco Mucho. Ooh, what a stop there by Tam Ponce. Cheng with the counter. Inside, said the lines judge. Right on the line. And the biggest lead now for Choco Mucho at 5 points in this set.
Take a look at that on top of the blockers. And sakto naman sa dulo ng court ng ZUS Coffee. Yung hit na yon ni Des Cheng.
Des Cheng very steady. Troncoso sending it back. Wong, a quick, great distribution by Dina Wong. And look at that, Choco Mucho up by 6 in their second technical timeout. UAAP Season 88 Volleyball is in full swing. Watch the games every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday on the Filipinas Live app. Also available on the UAP Varsity channel and One Sports, because legends start here. Welcome back to the Phil Oil Center here in San Juan. We are at our second game, a late game. Not to worry. Walang pasok bukas dahil medyo gagabihin yata tayo dito at napakahaba ng mga rally. Back to attack. Cici Rondina finally in double digits.
That was inside.
Yeah. You know, it took a while for Cici to get to 10 points. Not because she's not playing well, but because the distribution of Dina Wong has been really, really good. Ooh!
Oh, nice. Nice hustle there by Seth Robles.
And now Cici Rondina registering an ace. Ang hirap naman ng serve na yun, ano. Time out.
Sabi ko siya, may pensa kayo eh. Hindi kayo makakabalik sa stage na pensa. Katake ka agad iniisip nyo eh.
Another point! Another point! Ako!
Clearly, ZUS Coffee a little bit flustered. They have not seen a lead like this all match long. This is a big one, 8 points. So some serious catching up to do for the Thunderbells.
But you could see the confidence now of the Flying Titans, especially na ganito kalaki yung lamang nila.
Wow. Uy. somebody at the net. That was a good combination attack. Well, it shouldn't matter.
But there was a net touch called on one of the blockers of the Flying Titans. So again, coaches will challenge that last sequence and we'll see who had that infraction.
Yeah, I think they should just let it go. Well, actually, no, it's gonna be a replay, no? That pabor sa kanila yun, actually, kasi napatay yung bola dito from the other side. But that was a good response by ZUS after that timeout, that huge combination attack. Although naunahan nga ng net fault challenge. But still, an uphill climb for the Thunderbelts. We will see how this one will play out. So one more day of competition here in the All-Filipino. On Saturday, the last day of competition in the preliminaries, we've got 3 games. Capital One going up against Galleries, and we've got Farfresh going up against Akari and Signal, and Creamline going at it for the final game of that triple header. That's going to be on Saturday, so make sure you join us for that. As we await the call challenge here. Third set. Ang laki nito lamang kasi ng Choco Mucho. Ano ba nakita mo nangyari dito?
Para 7 points advantage sila, but let's take a look at this first. Sino yung nag-net touch?
So no net fault shot, so it's going to be a jump ball, and yeah, that kinda, so that, yeah, backfired for ZUS actually, or it worked to the advantage of Choco Mucho rather.
So the point will be replayed once again. 8 points. Oh, but that one will sail
Yeah,
out.
I think the point was meant to be for ZUS.
But still, lamang pa din sila dito ng 7 points, talking about the Flying Titans.
And we're seeing good rotation here of players on the ZUS Coffee side. Another double sub. Rachel Andak is back on the court. Chisaet will take the reins, and she will be setting now. Tina Wong looking for Pecanya. Good choice.
So far, si Pecanya hirap blockin dito
Oo.
for this game. But also kasi ang ganda din ng setup sa kanya ni Tina Wong na minsan zero tempo pa, meaning pinapatalon muna niya kagad si Pecanya bago niya iset yung bola. Kaya nalilate din yung blockers ng ZUS.
And everybody always ready for the attack here on the Choco Mucho side. Top serve. Nogales sends it over.
Over
Ooh.
ball.
Oh! And that's unfortunate for Choco Mucho dahil in-over lang ng ZUS yun. That was supposed to be a free ball. So, ZUS Coffee, inuunti-unti nila yung puntos, which is really the right way to go. Take it 1 point at a time. Another substitution. And you'd like to see Fiola Sabalios there at the back as a sweeper. She comes in at the serve.
Nice serve.
Yeah.
Oh, tough set.
Good save there by Dakis. Arroyo going cross court. Cut shot by Chini Arroyo, who also just came in. And importante din talaga na magpalit-palit yung mga players on both sides. Kasi nga, this is marathon ito eh. Pahabaan ito.
Para maka-recover kahit papano. Mabilis na recovery.
Yeah, the rallies here are not short. Oh, good reflex action from ZUS. Again, but Tolentino able to cover her own attack. Chisaed going to Nogales. Good stop there by Ceballos. Arroyo into the net. Just the net getting in the way of Chini Arroyo there. And an unfortunate error on the attack, getting Choco Mucho to 20 points. And now the double sub on the Choco Mucho side. Andaya coming in for the first time here for Choco Mucho.
Usually it was Alina Bicar and Manabat during the first 2 sets, but this time Tia Andaya will do the setting duties for the Flying Titans.
So we're seeing all 3 setters on the court for Choco Mucho. Indian Manabat, stop. She going short, almost. But Nogales will get the point. 8 now for Risa Nogales.
Take a look at that quick set again from Saet. Ang ganda lang nung height na yon for Nogales.
Sakto. And same thing. This time, Madi Madayago score. And be quick.
Yes, and bumawi naman si Madi Madayag doon dahil kanina hindi niya na-block si Nogales, but this time pinabawi siya ni Andaya with that quick hit. So far, Des Cheng has 8 points.
Choco Mucho in a very good position here. 21-14 the score. Andaya back set to Dindin. Labas. Untouched. That's a break for ZUS Coffee. Down by 6. May habol pa to. I mean, Choco Mucho has to be aware of that.
Re-entering the game for ZUS Coffee, number 21, team captain Chloe Mondoñedo.
And John Gonzaga back on the court together with Chloe Mondoñedo. This is that double sub that we are familiar with by now. Cici Rondina for the attack. And John Gonzaga with the answer. No way, said Madi Madayag.
Ang ganda ng block niya na yon. Really guarded that cross court very well. Take a look at the wave of her hand. Talagang pinasok niya yung right arm niya para lang makuha pa yung sharper cross court na yon. And take a look at how she celebrated. I love it.
That's a good press by Madi Madayag. Perfectly timed. 3 more points to win set 3 for Choco Mucho. Out. And now they're allowing ZUS to just make their own mistakes. So I'm interested to see the errors here for ZUS. Last time out for the Thunderbells.
So there was no timeout.
Wala na. All right. So the yellow card, just a warning. But we are almost at the end of this 3rd set. Just 2 points the Choco Mucho Flying Titans need. Floater. Ceballos with a good first ball. And not done yet.
But that was a tough set from Mondoñedo na talagang hinatid niya kay Tea Gagate yung bola. Take a look at that. Papalayo siya sa net but still pinatuloy niya sa approach si Gagate and ang ganda pa rin ng set na binigay niya.
Also want to credit Ceballos for that tough receive. Ang hirap ng serve. She was able to stretch for it. Robles with a serve now. Manabat stopped. Good rebound for ZUS. Again, Gagate, but look at Tank Ponce. Ooh, what a play by Cici Rondina. And tumatabo na naman si Cici. A lot of points in this 3rd set for her. She's at 12 now. Only 1 point for Cici at set number 2.
Take a look at that. Binigay na lang niya sa gitna or targeting middle defense of ZUS Coffee but still getting that point.
This is set point for Choco Mucho. A whole lot of them actually. Also block. Di na pinatagal. And Andaya will get a point. Double block together with Pecaña. And we are on to set number 4 with Choco Mucho leading 2 sets to 1. We'll be back to talk about set 2 after the break. third set, a little bit lopsided compared to the first two. So this was a commanding win for Choco Mucho. They now lead 2-1. And CC Rondina exploded in this third set. She was quiet in the second with just 1 point, but 7 points in this third set alone. And look at the highlights.
But actually, the difference here also for ZUS Coffee is they started really strong during the second set, but biglang bumagal naman sila dito ng third set. They got that second set, but nawala naman sa kanila yung momentum coming into the third set. And Flying Titans actually capitalized on their serves. They had a lot of well-targeted serves and a loaded one. Ang ganda ng target nila for ZUS Coffee. And looking at the numbers, 13 attack points, 3 kill blocks, and 3 service aces for the Flying Titans earlier in the first two sets. Halos wala silang service ace and ang daming errors ng Flying Titans. But this time, limiting their errors to only 5 for that third set. And really everyone contributing on the score department, especially that Dina Wong really distributing her sets, activating all of her attackers. And what's also nice is that sumisilip siya sa pwesto ng blockings and defense ng ZUS bago niya i-set up yung bola sa kanyang mga attackers. But ZUS naman on the other side, it was mostly Jov Gonzaga who had a lot of score for that third set, but parang medyo late na rin yung activation sa middle attackers or hindi ganun kadami for that third set, kaya din nababantayan na yung mga blockers ng Flying Titans yung attacks ng ZUS Coffee. So coming to this fourth set, Choco Mucho has the momentum, especially after getting that strong third set win.
No blocks for ZUS Coffee in that third set, considering Riza Nogales is the best blocker in the league. So she has to come up big if they want to keep playing, if they want to go for a fifth set. Must win here for ZUS. And Tea Gagate again missing the mark here with those, yung mga patong niya, either talagang patay na patay or lumilihis. Pero ganun kabilis ang dating ng bola niya. Ang tangkad niya kasi.
But yung height advantage na yun, especially kung isa lang yung blocker niya sa na sumabay sa kanya as much as possible, diin na lang niya yung bola diretso, wag na iiwas pa. Kasi the more na iniiwas niya, dun siya nakaka-error.
Yeah. Again, an early rally to start off our fourth set. And Choco Mucho now leads 2-0. They want to end it in 4 because ZUS is playing so well.
And another change in the lineup for ZUS because Rachel Daquez will start as their open hitter for this fourth set.
Again, Rondina stopped by Mondoñedo. Eroa setting up Jov Gonzaga. And again, the blocking, a little bit wanting for ZUS. Di pa sila nakakalamang dito. They're not able to score off the block.
But that was actually a good check. Ang taas pa rin ang dating on the side of ZUS Coffee. Napabagal na nila yung attack ni Tolentino.
Yeah.
But they need to strengthen their floor defense and coverage.
We'll talk about coverage. Tang Ponce all over the court. And now it is Choco Mucho
4-0 run.
really keeping ZUS off the scoreboard here. Gagate, she's really been checked here, challenged, unable to get her points. One more chance here for ZUS. Oh! And magandang hulog kay Jov. Talagang ang galing umadlib eh.
But ang ganda ng drop ball na yon, but also naman, nabasa na rin yun na defense ng Flying Titans, but miscommunication lang there on their side on who will get that drop ball.
Finally a point for ZUS Coffee. Tough serves from Gagate. Oh, wow, pasok pa rin. And CC Rondina making something out of nothing that was almost dead because of the service reception.
But it was a good set, a bump set from Dina Wong. Ang taas lang for CC Rondina. She was able to target that zone 6.
And that's into the net. So some errors we're seeing already from ZUS Coffee. A huge advantage here for Choco Mucho. early in this fourth set. And you see on your screens, CHOCO MUCHO up 2-1. Oh, again, miscommunication. That will not go over. Nag-intayan.
Well, at times like that, no, lalo na pag malayo yung setter, as much as possible, there should be support from the other players to get that second ball. Or if no one will get it, call your setter para mas mahabol niya yung bola because she will know that no other players will get that second ball.
That's a good stop there, but Maki's able to still get the point.
Kill block. Take a look at that again. Saradong-sarado yung cross court na yun.
Really, you gotta be happy for Rachel Dakis. She's got 3 points. And Nogales barely touching that ball. Des Cheng almost scoring on that one. Another chance here for CHOCO MUCHO. Wong back set. Oh, solid! Rachel Dakis on fire in this fourth set. She is really earning her keep. And the Rad fans just really enjoying watching her on the court here. Ooh, that one got away from Gonzaga. Kat Tolentino now with 11.
Well, pinabawi naman siya ni Dina Wong after that kill block from Dakis, but still a good cross-court hit for Tolentino, giving them a 5-point advantage for this first technical timeout, 8-3.
You're still watching the PVL All-Filipino Conference, where it has been a lightning start to set 4 for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans, who have already been making ZUS Coffee work hard all game long, and it may still not be enough for the Thunderbells. I was at the huddle a while ago, and lots of ZUS Coffee players were encouraging one another. Thea Gagata specifically was mentioning to bring back some life and energy going forward, adding not to be affected or demoralized by the current score. And hey, Chiki and Panang, you mentioned at the top of the broadcast that this match was going to be tight, and the action has been delivering even in this set. Chiki and Panang.
And I don't think anybody's complaining, Jana. This is the kind of volleyball that everybody wants to enjoy at the end of a long work day, knowing that they can just relax tomorrow.
Oh, no. No one needs to wake up early.
Eid Mubarak sa ating mga Muslim brothers and sisters.
Oh!
Nagaganahan si Maddie. We can hear the chants here of the Maddie fans in Phil Oil. There.
Yan yung sinasabi ko kanina na pag isa na lang yung blocker, idiin mo na lang sa diretso yung palo dahil the more na iiwas mo sa blocker, dun pa magkakaroon ng outside or errors.
There's Robles sometimes knows what to do. She does not have that same height, but she really is very crafty. She knows how to hit it off the hands. Semoy sa panga! Sabi ni Maddie. What a connection.
Kanina hinahanap pa nila yung connection na yun dahil hindi natin masyado nakita ng first 2 sets, but this time a quick man or slide attack. Better connection between Wong and Madayag.
Wow. Good receive there on that tough serve from Des Cheng. Back row attack. Lakis with a stop. And another slide attack. Getting it past Cesc Robles. Alam din ni Maddie. Just hit it off the hands of Cesc.
It was actually just a drop ball. Strong tip there. Dahil si Cesc Robles humahabol pa lang sa blocker. Hindi pa ganun kaganda yung establish niya.
Ito na yan, sunod-sunod, coming from Madi Madayag.
Over
That
ball.
over. Isa pa nga. Oh, to Cici this time. And it's that kind of distribution that is working excellently for Dina Wong. Excellent sets. So many of them.
Sayang yung check ball na yun ng ZUS. At taas uli ng dating ng bola on their side, but they need to have a tighter coverage and they will call for a timeout.
Malayo pa yan, malayo pa yan.
Ano na tayo? Manalito na tayo. 12-1 score. Malayo pa. Sense of urgency, ha? Sense of urgency. Sense of urgency lang. Walang pipitaw sa isa't isa. Tara, go. Pag umangat ka, Tato lang. Hey, 1, 2, 3!
I don't know about you, I can't get over the fact that Jov and Rachel Andakis are on the court together. You hear them egging their team on at the sidelines. The two veterans with all their experience trying to really boost the confidence of the younger teammates.
And even we heard Rachel saying, ang sarap maglaro. Trying to cheer up her teammates because you could see also sa side ng ZUS na hindi na ganun kaganda yung communication nila. And parang no one is really enjoying the game after looking at the scoreboard. 6 points advantage now. Meron ang CHOCO MUCHO. But that was a good timeout and a good response from them because after that, it was a point scored by Thea Gagate from a slide attack.
Here comes Cici. And that's outside, but CHOCO MUCHO looking for a check ball. They're gonna get it. And now a 7-point lead. So really the momentum has been on the purple side, rather. Madi Madayag exploding in this fourth set. Robles going cross. Free ball. Let's see what Flo will do. Why not Thea Gagate? She was ready and she scores 2 in a row.
Sumabit pa sa net yung attack niya na yon, meaning the contact was a bit too low, but still a point is a point and they will take that. 6 points advantage pa rin meron ang Flying Titans. But we know ZUS Coffee taking it 1 point at a time. Kaya nilang dumikit kahit gaano kalaki yung lamang ng ng Flying Titans rather.
Wow, that one sailed outside. So Cesc Robles gets a service error. 2 service errors versus her 3 aces. Dina Wong had an ace earlier as well.
That's inside.
Pasok ba?
Yes.
Oh, another ace. That's 2 for Dina Wong today. What a time to be serving well for Dina Wong. And again, denial for Rachel Andakis.
I think it was Pecania and Tolentino with that kill block.
And we are at our second technical timeout, Paneng. So a big lead for CHOCO MUCHO. Back after the break. Big lead for CHOCO MUCHO at the second technical timeout, 16-7. So 9 points ZUS has to make up. And you noticed it, we noticed it, Paneng, and even the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells know that they are a little bit more tense and a little less loose for this fourth set. No?
That's right. And because I think they're masyado sila napipressure because of looking at the scoreboard. Dahil ang laki na lamang ng Flying Titans. So as much as possible, if you're ZUS, enjoy nyo na lang. Take this 1 point at a time. And because of this kasi, parang mas lalo silang bumibitaw.
And Choco Mucho right now just riding on the momentum. And everything going right for Choco Mucho. All of a sudden, 18 points for CC Rondina. After the second set, 6 points pa lang si CC. And Dakis, this time pinabawi naman. You know, it's been a while since Dakis is back in the PVL as we take a look at the spike of the set brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan.
Take a look at that. Ang layo ng daan ng bola. And we know Rachel Dakis, yan din yung mga gusto niya, yung mga long ball na mga hits and off the block.
Yeah, I was gonna say, tagal-tagal din siya nawala, but it doesn't seem like it. So comfortable on the court, but Rain Pecaña, we know that she has been instrumental today for Choco Mucho, and she is in double digits as well, together with Rodina with 18, Catolitino with 12, Madayag almost there with 9 points. Roa almost over for that receive.
There was no block touch. That was a good one na hinayaan na lang yun ng Flying Titans.
Huge lead. It started in the third set when Choco Mucho really began to show their dominance, and they are not about to quit. Bea Laure. She is getting the fans all excited here. First appearance for Ea Laure today.
Double substitution also on the side of ZUS. Chisaet and Chai Troncoso checking in. So full front row for them. But Choco Mucho only needs 5 points to close this match. There was no whistle yet.
Napaaga. Pag ganyan, you get a second chance, no? You just have to wait for the whistle. There you go. Maingay din nga naman kasi dito sa Phil Oil. And Tolentino. That ball sent back by Rachel Dakis and Risa Nogales. Palaban pa rin ang ZUS. Although marami-rami pa itong kailangan ihabol. Serve. Perfect pass there from Ea Laure. And she going to Troncoso.
But that one is
Called inside.
Inside.
It's right on the line there. Zone 6. One more time. Ay, they may touch. Yeah. Ooh, tough serve. Laure. Pinalo pa rin.
oh, nice dig.
Good read there on that combo attack. And that was over. Unfortunately for Choco Mucho. They're still up by 8, so they have a lot of room. Good cushion here. But if you're Choco Mucho, you're gonna want to watch it because ZUS Coffee is able to score in succession. Uy, that one outside. Unfortunately for ZUS, and side out Choco Mucho.
Giving a free point for the Flying Titans.
Oh, another service error. And Choco Mucho just giving ZUS Coffee chances here. Much needed by the Thunderbells. And we have another substitution. And you know, this is one of the best things that ZUS Coffee has done, bringing in Yola Ceballos at the back to serve and to sweep, because she has been spectacular on defense.
That's right. And even her first ball is ang ayos din dating sa setter nila. But that was a quick side out naman for the Flying Titans because they had a good first ball, and of course, Dina Wong activating Maddie Madayag there in the middle because she's been unstoppable for this fourth set.
That's right. Halos walang mintis ito si Maddie Madayag in the fourth set to the delight of her many fans here. And Madayag already in double digits. 4 now. 4 Choco Mucho Flying Titans scoring in double digits. Oy! Bumalik! Good stop there. Good recovery there for Ceballos, keeping the ball in play. That's Cheng again, finding the gap there. That's Cheng, humahabol, baka maka 10 points pa itong si Des. Now, Madayag with 10, Tolentino with 12, Lorraine Pecaña contributing 11, of course, 18 of Cici Rondina. 23-13. Choco Mucho is coasting in this fourth set. Ball back. Oy!
Hit ng antena. Yung save na yon or yung cover ni din sa opposite hit niya, tumama sa antena. So that's an automatic point for ZUS Coffee.
Andaya bumps at the Cheng with that push. Another chance here for the Titans. Sabadio. Ball over, and Daya.
Oh, nice
Din. Good cover though, good blocking by ZUS. That one gets away from Riza Nogales, and let the crowd tell you that Choco Mucho is now at match point. And it's going to take hope and a prayer for ZUS Coffee to recover.
Yeah, medyo malayo itong lamang ng Flying Titans, but Choco Mucho needs only 1 point to close this match.
Good serve. Ceballos with a good first ball. And that's outside, but Chini Arroy looking for a
Block touch,
oh, yeah,
yes.
yeah, she's gonna get it.
There was a block touch off the hands of Manabat.
So, binitin pa ni Chini Arroyo. Hindi pa rin. ZUS Coffee will get another chance and still the double subs. But you know, however way this will end, ZUS Coffee has to be happy about their performance today, especially their defense.
That's right, and especially na ang ganda nung nilaro nila first set and getting a third set win. Second set win, rather.
Wow! Chini Arroyo with a put away.
That's in between two blockers.
And, you know, ZUS has to remember, all is not over for them still. It's the hard way, but they're still in the play. And, whoop! Buhay pa rin. Another chance here for ZUS on offense. That ball back. Arroyo. The blocking working for Choco Mucho here.
Oh!
Pumasok pa rin. And ZUS will not quit.
That was a good target. Hindi na ganun kalakas yung palo na yun ni Jov Gonzaga, but she was still able to find that zone 5.
I mean, this is ZUS is trying to add on to their points, but this could be it for Choco Mucho. Laure! Oh, that's into the net. And that's another point again for ZUS Coffee. Ilan eh? 4 na yan, ano? That's a 4-0 run. Way to hold Choco Mucho. ZUS Coffee is playing so well under pressure here. And it's going to be a free ball. Another chance to score for the Thunderbells. Eya will hit it. Eroa with a stop. Arroyo again with a kill. 5-0 run for ZUS Coffee.
Ito yung mamahirap kunin eh. Yung 1 point na lang to close the match, but still, ZUS Coffee, we know that and we mentioned it already na kahit gaano kalaki yung lamang ng Choco Mucho, nagagawa nila ng paraan para makadikit. So, Choco Mucho, timeout here.
Ang hirap palagi kang mahabol ko. Kita lang ko lang. Okay. Pasa lang muna. Okay. Dito tayo, para at least meron tayong medium before outside, meron tayo dito. Ha? Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Tara, bawin sa bawin. Hey, Choco Mucho!
The ever so cool Coach Dante just instructing the girls and reminding them that they have a system and a lot of plays that they can go to. Meantime, ZUS Coffee, unrelenting. Talk about grit. they have to be proud of themselves at this point. 5-0 run for the Thunderbells. They can't afford to make mistakes. Here comes Ea Laure. Look at the defense of ZUS. Oh! And an error here. So Laure will get the point, and she is credited for match point here for CHOCO MUCHO. But what a game, and what an extension here in the fourth set, just when we thought it was over. Pinahaba pa ng ZUS Coffee, but finally, at the end of the day, CHOCO MUCHO really dominating over the Thunderbells, and they are now at 4-5 and looking much better coming into the second round. Now they have 4 wins in their name. Farm Fresh still has a game to play on Saturday, and we will see how that goes, but really a great match overall between these two teams. We're going to take a quick break and introduce to you the player of the game after these. Victory via 4 sets for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans, and they end the first round with a 4-5 card. Really not bad, really a good showing. And our player of the game, Paneng?
Well, she is with Jana Ejido. Now let's hear it from them.
I'm here with our player of the game, Dina Wong of the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans with 14 excellent sets tonight and 5 points to match. Dina, tight start to the game. How did you pull away?
Nag-uusap lang po kami sa court, tapos really communicated with each other, and naghanap po kami ng solution ng paano kami makakapuntos at mapapanalo yung game.
5 players are in double digits in this game. What was your strategy? Ano yung naging strategy mo tonight?
Nothing, siguro tiwala lang sa isa't isa na anyone can deliver at any time.
And of course, play-ins are next already for CHOCO MUCHO. What are your thoughts going forward?
Training pa rin po, tapos i-improve namin yung kailangan pa po namin i-improve, and magiging better pa po sa training.
And of course, your fans are here with us right behind. And would you like to give any messages to everyone watching?
Maraming salamat po sa lahat na sumuporta. Yung nanood po ngayon, maraming salamat. We hope to see you sa play-in at sa mga susunod na games.
All right, Dina Wong, your player of the game tonight. Back to you, Chicken Panay.
That was definitely well-deserved by Dina Wong. If you make your teammates shine, then you deserve the player of the game honors. And taking a look again at the standings, so you see that line delineating the top 4 as we move into the play-in. So CHOCO MUCHO improved their standings now with a finish of 4-5. Farm Fresh still has a game, so does Creamline. Capital One and Galleries also will see action on Saturday, so we'll see how those games will pan out. So make sure you join us for those games. Again, that is going to be on Saturday. And these 3 games, starting off with Capital One and Galleries, and that's at 1:30 p.m. And after that, Farm Fresh will take on the Akari Chargers at 4 o'clock. And finally, the last game of Saturday will be between Signal Super Spikers and the Creamline Cool Smasher. That's another hot one, another hot triple header on Saturday. Thanks for joining us today. This has been Chikiro Puno with Panayang Iconics Water and Jana Ejido on behalf of Director Alneri, our producer Carlo Grajo, and all the men and women of Single Sports. Thanks for joining us, and keep it here for our continuing coverage of the 2026 Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference. Good night.